Well, ladies and gentlemen, now's the time to call upon the chief guest for today. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Shri Jiji Mammen, sir, Executive Director and CEO of Sa-Dhan, to deliver an opening speech for the role of NBFCs in financial inclusions. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please hear it to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Jiji Mammen ji.
Hi. Good morning to all. First of all, let me thank the organizers for calling me for this inaugural session for a keynote address. For your information, I represent an industry body called Sa-Dhan. It's a network of microfinance institutions, and it has been there for the last 27 years. And for the last 10 years, we are also been given the status of a self-regulatory organization by Reserve Bank of India for microfinance institutions. So we are an association, we are a SRO. So in this connection, I have been in touch with various industry bodies, NBFCs, NBFC MFIs, and it's my pleasure to be part of this summit. We know that NBFCs have become a major player as far as the financial inclusion is concerned in the country. They have the last mile connect. So they cater to the last mile people. In India, where the bottom of the pyramid or the people below, I would say, the prosperous level is so large, and they are so scattered, and they are so tiny, they are so small, many a times the formal banking system may not be able to reach them, or may not be interested to reach them. In such a scenario, what is the way out? And there comes the NBFCs. NBFCs are different types. You know that there are loan companies are there, investment companies are there. There are microfinance institutions, MFI companies are there. So they reach to the last mile and they connect them with the credit and provide them the formal credit mechanism. So that is what the NBFCs had been doing. And if you see the NBFCs in our country, they are quite large. More than 9,000 plus NBFCs are there in the country. If you take only the microfinance institution, it's around 200 or 200 plus. If I take NBFC MFIs, it may be around 100. But if you put all MFIs together, it will be 200 plus. So they become a very, very crucial link for the people at the bottom of the pyramid to access credit. As a result, we have been seeing that NBFCs have been playing a very large role in the country. Recently, there was a symposium conducted by the Government of India, Ministry of Finance, DFS, where the Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman was also there. She was so appreciative about the role played by the NBFCs in the country. See, NBFCs now provide almost 25% of the bank credit outstanding. See, today in our country, the bank credit outstanding is somewhere around 180 trillion Indian rupees, or 180 lakh crores. Almost 25% of that much amount is being provided by, I'm not saying that 180 includes that, I'm saying another 25% of that amount is being provided by the NBFCs. And that is where their importance comes. And she was telling that maybe in another 22 years, or the time when we reach the 2047, the NBFC should have a share of at least 50% of the bank credit. So that's the importance of the NBFCs. And as I said, they are the last mile connect, and they provide the various kinds of, different kinds of credit products. The beauty of NBFCs are that they are nimble-footed, agile, technology savvy, and also have feet on street. So that makes them much more advantageous than a formal banking system. And that's the reason why they are able to connect. See, the sector which I represent, that is the MFIs, microfinance institutions, they cater to almost 8 crore households, 8 crore poor households. And today, the outstanding is somewhere something like 3.5 lakh crores. Of course, it was around 4.4 lakh crores about a year and a half back. That means it was more, almost 1 lakh crore more, almost 4.4 lakh crore outstanding was there. Of course, last 1.5 years, the sector had been going through some difficult times, and that is the reason why there has been a degrowth. But in spite of that, for a poor person to access finance, they become a very, very handy and very comfortable institution. As I said, because of the feet on street model they have, they go to the field, they go to the person. Unlike a branch banking, where you need to go to the bank, you need to go to the branch, you need to fulfill various various requirements, and finally you may have to go several times there. Whereas in this MFI sector, the loan officer go to the field, meet the person at the field, and then assess the credit requirement and credit worthiness and provide the credit. So that is the kind of support, that is the kind of the role which NBFCs have been playing, or NBFC MFIs have been playing. So no more a shadow bank. Generally, NBFCs or non-banking finance institutions are generally called as a shadow bank. Now it's no more a shadow bank. It's a mainstream player, I would say. And they have a huge role to play also going forward. With technology getting more and more advanced, the role of NBFCs will become more and more crucial. Especially the fintech companies, we know that they are a great support to the entire financial system. The kind of innovations they bring in, the kind of newer product and process they bring in, that makes the financing much more, I would say, easier, simpler, and also much more helpful to the people. Today, the bottom of the pyramid, if you see, many of them may not have the credit history, but there is a mechanism because of the technological advancement. You can assess the credit requirement of the credit assessment of the person by various other proxy mechanisms. So that is how things will go on. Transaction-based financing is becoming more and more popular. With the digital payment in the country becoming so popular, and most of even the poor people are able to do digital payment. A telawala on the road, he accepts the money in digital form. So it has brought a kind of a transactional history for the people. That makes it much more easier for a banker or a lender to assess their credit worthiness and provide the credit. So on the whole, I would say that NBFCs has been playing a major role and will be continuing to play a major role. A country where you have more than 63 million or 70 million micro units who many a times may not be able to get a formal banking support, NBFCs are the one who is providing. One of the report I was seeing, the IFC and SIDBI had brought out a report which says that there is a requirement of almost 25 trillion Indian rupee as far as the small and micro institutions are concerned. So that kind of a credit, banking alone cannot be able to provide. And as I said, because of the closeness of the NBFCs to the people and to the units, they are in a better position to provide this credit. So as I see today, the NBFCs will be going stronger in the days to come. With the new RBI norms for the co-lending, things are becoming much more easier for the NBFCs to play a major role. They can join hands with any of the regulated entities and can extend credit in a much more effective manner. One of the major challenge which the NBFCs or NBFC MFI face is the funding position, funding. They cannot mobilize funds of their own. They have to depend on the borrowings, either from the banking system or the financial institutions, or they need to mobilize funds from the markets. This is where the challenge comes. The co-lending may address this issue to a great extent, and with their network and with their reachability and with their connect, they will be able to become a much more better, effective distribution partner for the banking system. So going forward, there is a big role the NBFCs have to play, and I'm really happy to see that this is getting more and more recognized. In fact, today's event itself is an indication of that. This is to reward those NBFCs who have done good work in the past few months. So my best wishes to all of you and all the award winners, and also I wish all the best for this today's one-day summit. Thank you once again for inviting me here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sir, I would just ask you to just be here for just 1 minute, sir. And I would request Mr. Srijan Nagarji, co-founder of Finbox and our presenting partner, to please, sir, please come forward and to present a token of love and appreciation to Sir Jiji Mammen, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear some noise?